happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And New York, looking at who they've got, Garrison. And a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Freak.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And that one's good. Freak. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Roten kicks to Williams. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Anthony down low. Antetokounmpo defending. Anthony's shot is off. Henson dishes to Carter Williams. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover. A different look for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Mayo in for Carter Williams. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Here's Mayo. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found.
Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production?
In for Monroe. Parker comes in for Plumlee. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. Anthony comes in for Lance Thomas. Freak's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Roten subbed in for Jose Calderon. And New York, looking at who they've got. Garrison, he's in at shooting guard. Derek Williams is out there with Anthony. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. 3 on the clock. With the floater, can't hit. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
They get it back.
And now we get a chance to check out Carmelo Anthony. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 24 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
We talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. Because Carmelo missed that half, and when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day, and that's really what Carmelo did.
Here's Lopez. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6. 1:24 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Parker left side. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
41 seconds left in the second quarter. That's good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And New York making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Parker against Williams. The shot's good from Henson.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That drops. And it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And we finished one half of basketball. Bucks lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. He's got 13 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And so the Bucks take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
Just a sensation.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season.
DJ Khaled.